Welcome to Liverpool Report, your go-to for daily Liverpool FC news, transfers and match updates. If you're a true Red, hit subscribe and join the family. You'll never walk alone.
Former Liverpool defender Marcus Babbel believes Florian Wirtz is the signing of the summer, despite the enormous fee it took to prize him away from Bayer Leverkusen. The Reds stunned the Premier League and the rest of Europe when they bagged the much-coveted German superstar. The Premier League champions were eager to make a statement after sealing their 20th top-flight crown, and so pulled out all the stops to seal a deal for the ambitious 22-year-old. After months of speculation and fighting off the likes of Bayern Munich and Manchester City to land his signature, Wirtz joined Liverpool last month in a deal that could be worth a British record fee of $116 million. Babbel, 52, is a former Germany international who played for Liverpool from 2000 to 2004 and helped the Anfield side under the late Gerard Houllier win 4 major trophies. Despite the eye-watering fee, the 4-time Bundesliga champion believes the deal represents excellent value for his former club due to the Wirtz's clear class, claiming that even if Liverpool's bitter rivals Manchester United signed the playmaker, he would still echo the same sentiments. Florian Wirtz is easily the best signing of the summer transfer window so far, Babbel told GamesHub. That was the deal of the year in my opinion, and that isn't just because the Premier League champions signed him. If Man United had made the deal, it would be no different. He's a fantastic player that will add so much value to the team. No one was talking about Liverpool getting the deal done either. Everyone assumed he'd join Bayern Munich, Man City or Real Madrid. But it was always clear to me from the start that he'd be heading to Liverpool to play under Arne Slot and alongside some of the best players in Europe, such as Virgil van Dijk and Mohamed Salah. He added, I would be surprised if a club managed to pull off a signing as good as Wirtz to Liverpool. For me, there's no doubt that he's the best signing of the window. In the 5 years Wirtz spent at Leverkusen, the Germany international established himself as one of the best players in the world, hence the huge fee paid for his services by Arne Slot's side. Speaking after his unveiling as the Reds' record signing, Wirtz opened up on the high-profile move. I would like to win everything every year, he said. In the end, we want to be successful. Last season they won the Premier League, so my goal is for sure to win it again and also to go further in the Champions League. I'm really ambitious. Wirtz said choosing Liverpool was the next step he needed to take in his career, adding, I'm really excited to have a new adventure in front of me. This was also a big point of my thoughts. I want to have something completely new, to go out of the Bundesliga and to join the Premier League. I will see how I can perform there. I hope I can do my best. I just thought that it was the right point in my career to make the next step, and of course I wanted to get to a club that is from the top 3 in the world. In my opinion, Liverpool is one of them. I just saw myself in the best hands in Liverpool. Wirtz joins former Leverkusen teammate Jeremy Frimpong, Hungarian defender Milos Kerkez and Georgian and ex-Valencia shotstopper Georgi Mamardashvili as the Reds' newest faces this summer, as Slot looks to defend the Premier League title next season. Jordan Henderson is officially back in the Premier League. The former Liverpool captain is set to sign a 2-year deal with Brentford, turning down offers from Porto and other European clubs, all in a bid to revive his chances of making England's 2026 World Cup squad under new boss Thomas Tuchel. At 35, Henderson has already had a rollercoaster few years. He left Liverpool in 2023 for a mega money move to Saudi Arabia, but that didn't last. Just 6 months later, he made a switch to Ajax, where he wore the captain's armband but endured a turbulent time, including a failed title run and criticism over a potential Monaco transfer. Now, he returns to England and will replace Christian Norgård, who has just joined Arsenal. Henderson also reunites with former Liverpool teammate Keemin Kelleher, who became Brentford's new number 1 earlier this summer. With nearly 500 Liverpool appearances, a Premier League and Champions League title, and 84 England caps, Henderson brings serious leadership to Brentford's midfield under new manager Keith Andrews. This move comes just days after an emotional moment for Henderson as he attended the funeral of Diogo Jota, his former Liverpool teammate, who tragically passed away at just 28. A new chapter begins for Hendo, and Brentford fans will be hoping his experience helps drive them up the table. Jordan Henderson is set to sign a 2-year deal with Brentford to boost his World Cup hopes with England. The former Liverpool midfielder has quit Ajax and left the Dutch side 12 months earlier to return to the Premier League. Henderson, 35, turned down interest from Porto, among other European clubs, to return to England. The midfielder believes it will help his chances of making Thomas Tuchel's squad for next summer's World Cup. Henderson left Liverpool in 2023 to move to Saudi Arabia for a mega money contract worth £700,000 a week. But he didn't settle in the Middle East and moved to Ajax 6 months into the deal. He captained the Dutch side, but also came close to a move to Monaco back in January, which brought him criticism, before Ajax blew a 9-point lead in the Eredivisie title race to allow PSV to claim top spot. Henderson will link up with former Liverpool teammate Keeman Kelleher, who joined the Bees earlier this summer to be their new no-one pawn. Christian Norgård left for Arsenal this week, and Henderson is believed to be Denmark midfielder's replacement. Henderson brings a huge degree of experience to the Bees squad under new boss Keith Andrews, having won the Premier League and Champions League with Liverpool, as well as the FA Cup and 2 League Cups. He made 492 appearances in totals for the Reds as their skipper, scoring 33 times, and has also picked up 84 caps for England, playing at 3 European Championships and 3 World Cups. It is understood Henderson's move to Brentford will be formalised next week, with the news coming days after he attended the funeral of former Liverpool teammate Diogo Jota. Henderson could be seen wiping away tears after arriving at the ceremony following his shock death, aged just 28, after a car crash in Portugal last week. This is one of the saddest stories to ever come out of Anfield. Liverpool players and fans are still in deep mourning following the tragic death of Diogo Jota and his brother Andre Silva, who lost their lives in a car crash just a week ago. While Andy Robertson and Virgil van Dijk led the Liverpool delegation at Jota's funeral, Alisson Becker and Luis Diaz, who couldn't attend at the time, were present at the emotional seventh-day Mass in Portugal. They were joined by fellow Portuguese internationals and football figures as around 100 people gathered to honour Diogo and Andre. Alisson shared a heartbreaking post on Instagram saying, "Nothing makes sense today, but I know I was well represented by my clubmates." Diaz too paid a heartfelt tribute, calling Jota a friend whose kindness and gestures will stay with me forever. Liverpool FC are planning further tributes, including one during their friendly against Preston. Fans have even called on the club to retire Jota's number 20 shirt in honour of the forward's memory. From everyone here at Liverpool Report, our hearts go out to Diego's wife Ruth, his 3 children and all his loved ones. Rest in peace, Diogo and Andre. Alisson Becker and Luis Diaz attended the seventh-day Mass of Diogo Jota, having been unable to attend the funeral of the late Liverpool star. Jota and his brother Andre Silva passed away following a car crash a week ago. The football world went into mourning following the news as tributes were paid around Anfield and in Jota's hometown in Portugal. Liverpool delayed their phased return to pre-season, and the likes of Andy Robertson and Virgil van Dijk led a delegation of Liverpool players who attended both the wake and the funeral of their teammate last week. Diaz and Alisson were joined by Diogo Costa, Jose Sá, Andre Horta, João Mario, agent Jorge Mendes, Estoril coach Ian Cathro, and the squad from Penafiel, André Silva's club. It is reported at the church door around 100 people gathered to pay their respects. Liverpool plan to continue to pay tribute to Jota, and Preston plan to host their own moment of remembrance for the club's pre-season friendly. There have been calls to retire Jota's number 20 shirt. On the morning of his teammate's funeral, Alisson revealed he was unable to attend. The Brazil goalkeeper was in South America on the day Jota was laid to rest. Alongside a picture of Alisson and his family with Jota's family, he wrote on Instagram, "Usually I post things that make sense, but today nothing makes sense. Once again, an ocean separates me from saying goodbye to someone I love. But I know that I am well represented by my club mates. To you, my friend, at Rutef Cardoso 18, just know that you will never walk alone. We will be with you as soon as possible. In a moment like this, all we can do is bow down before the sovereignty of God and receive grace and help in this time. I'll remember Diogo as a great friend, father and husband." Diaz also paid tribute to his Liverpool teammate in the aftermath of his passing. "I'm at a loss for words. It hurts in my soul, not just for what he was on the court, but for the person he was off of it," he said. "There are gestures that one never forgets, and Diogo had one with me that will accompany me all my life. My hug goes out to Ruth, his 3 children and his family. Rest in peace, Diogo and Andre."